All right, so what the hell are you doing? So stupid. What? Oh god! Nothing like having a house that you don't pay for, that you can burn something down and not even worry about it because you're not out any money. So smells like middle schoolers spontaneously combusted here. Listen, we're gonna analyze the best we can here. Balls deep versus the Jukebox Heroes. They're both 1-0. They both have the greatest team pictures in the whole league, in my opinion. And we're going to see who's going to get to go to 2-0. Let's start out with quarterbacks. We got Phillip Rivers versus Ben Roethlisberger. Advantage?
I like Rivers in this one.
No, I'm going Roethlisberger. At San Francisco. Now, San Francisco's defense was really good, but
I don't love either quarterbacks really, but yeah, I gotta go Roethlisberger. Phillip Rivers is kind of washed up at this point, isn't he?
He did pretty good last week, but I don't know. He's okay. Then
running backs, we've got Joseph Randle and Giovanni Bernard versus Matt Forte and Justin Forsett.
Think Randall's gonna do something this week?
I think in this lineup, I think that Matt Forte and Forsett are the clear favorites. I think Matt Forte is going to have a rough time against Arizona's defense. They shut down Mark Ingram last week and kind of limited him, so I don't think he's going to do that great. But on the flip side, I don't really think Joseph Randle or Giovanni Bernard are really scary at all.
Let's call that a push. Can we call that a push?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Justin Forsett versus Oakland's a pretty good matchup. Jeremy Hill destroyed them last week.
Okay.
So
you're going to
I'm going to go slight
Jukebox.
advantage to Jukebox.
Okay. So my favorite wide receiver core in the whole league, Julio Jones and AJ Green.
Nasty.
Got me last week. He took me balls deep last week.
So versus Keenan Allen and Marquise Colston.
Now Keenan Allen had career highs last year, and I know Randolph's watching that and like what the hell, Keenan Allen? Where was that last year? I don't really think that's going to be a normal thing. I think when Gates comes back, I think that's going to take away from that some. But
advantage here is in Balls Deep's court.
Yeah, for sure.
The advantage is Balls Deep in Balls Deep's court on this deal.
Balls deep into his advantage at the wide receiver position.
And then tight end, we've got Austin Safarian Jenkins, McCringleberry versus Greg Olson.
Now, on this one, Safarian Jenkins had 23 points, whatever it was last week. I think that's
they were playing from behind.
I think it was garbage time touchdowns more than anything. Jameis Winston sucks dick.
Which they're gonna be in garbage time pretty quick into this one too. I mean, New Orleans.
Yeah, sure. That's true. They'll hammer them.
Gonna run that score up high, so the same thing could happen.
And you would think that Greg Olson would have done really well last year not last year, but last week. Because they have no one else to throw it to. I mean, so you'd think he would do awesome, but he didn't do anything. So that remains to be seen. But I'm going to still go with Olsen. I think he's the safer pick, and so I'm going to go there.
All right. Then we've got David Johnson versus Darren Sproles in the flex positions. Darren Sproles, we all seen that amazing catch last week.
Yeah. He did pretty good last week. And David Johnson...
He's going to split times with...
I'll be honest, I don't know who David Johnson is.
He was the rookie drafted by the Arizona Cardinals to kind of supplement Andre Ellington. Yeah. And it's a good thing that you drafted him, Matt, because what was the first thing that Ellington did this year? He got hurt.
Okay. So is David getting the start?
No, Chris Johnson is. CJ 1K maybe.
Ooh, CJ half K.
CJ half K might actually do okay. We'll see how that goes, which Sebo capitalized on. So we'll see who gets the line share of the carries there.
All right. And then in defense, we've got...
Would you go Sproles there?
Oh, yeah, go Sproles on that. On defense, we've got the Dolphins D versus Jacksonville. That's a strong play. Versus the Broncos D, which is the best thing about that team right now.
12 points.
Which Broncos got rocking 12 points right now. I think it's pretty good, but I think at the end
Kansas
of the day,
City's
They got what, 8?
I think
6 or 8.
the Dolphins defense is going to put up some good points.
Good matchup too.
A great matchup. So
Especially
I'm going to go Dolphins defense, despite the fact the Broncos have 12 points right now.
And we got a couple of good kickers going on. We got
Parkey, Crosby.
Cody Parkey from Philly, and they're playing against Dallas. That's usually a high-scoring affair versus Mason Crosby.
I think Crosby's a good advantage there because that's a game with going up against Seattle. That's going to be a game won by field goals. So I like that as an advantage.
Crosby there.
But overall, I really love Matt's receiving core, and he had the high score of the week last week. But
he destroyed me.
I'm gonna go. I guess this is an upset sort of. They're both 1-0, but I think it may not be an upset actually. But I'm gonna go with Chad on this. I think Chad's got the better overall team.
Chad's actually projected for more points right now, but I'm going balls deep, and that's just because I love me some AJ Green, boys.
Julio,
I'm going balls deep as well
After the picture
the ball. No, I might do that too, but
Oh, okay.
he went balls deep with me last week, so I'm gonna go balls deep with him this week.
I'm gonna go balls deep with you as soon as this camera's turned off, boy.
Hey, it's whatever.